for the record, we're not speedrunning Black because we just want to get rid of it. It's just a very confusing time because of the holidays. Simple as that, guys. And now we have a tournament arc to deal with. We have a tournament arc. And, in all this time, I'm surprised. It occurs to me. Remember how I said last week that the bear should be their sixth ranger of the group?
Yeah.
It'd be really funny if the bear, much like Sonic the Hedgehog, was like secretly like peeping through a cabin, peeping through the window of a cabin somewhere in the woods, and the bear has its own favorite season of Kamen Rider. And I have to say, if the bear was a Kamen Rider fan, I know which season would be his favorite.
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't have any guesses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because what's it called? Because he's savage. And it's a short season, so he has time to hunt, gather, and hibernate. It's the perfect season for a bear.
Apparently, his species of bear don't hibernate.
Even better, he has 6 months.
I mean, they do, but they don't. It's kind of like, well, they're always in the cold, so especially and it is actually more of a. It is nice to get a geographical, like where we are in this show, because sometimes it's just, oh, we're in Japan. I'm like, that's like saying you're in America. Where in America?
Where in America? Where in America is Carmen Sandiego?
If you're an American and you're watching a movie and it's like, oh no, at least. I mean, people who watch shows in Japan, they know, oh yeah. But here we get none of that. There's no, obviously, it seems more rural, but it's not like a metro like Tokyo.
Oh, so I can take it a step further. If a scene takes place in New York, I could tell if it was filmed on location in New York or if it's filmed in Universal Studios Hollywood.
Oh, let's just be honest. It's like no one films in New York or LA anymore. Like every time they say, "Oh, that's Toronto," that's somewhere in like Detroit or something. That's not you. LA, New York, Houston, San Antonio, Miami. You know the layouts. If you're an American or if you live in these areas, There's been several times that I have been on film sets and whatnot, and then finish and watch the final product. I'm like, is that's not that's not. Yeah, it's a desert, but it's not the desert. It's not the sand. That's a totally different area. That's not. But they said it. No, it's not. It's not that area. I promise you, it's not.
Yeah.
And same thing with this Kamen Rider show is that, oh, we're up north, so we're up in here, so we're actually maybe we're in Hokkaido. Which I'm like, no, yeah, that makes sense. Especially I'm like a bear. Again, a bear that big. I'm like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. There has to be in a specific region. I'm like, yeah, it's only ever found up north in Hokkaido.
It's one of the things I love about Hokkaido.
Crabs.
They're butter.
They're butter. Oh butter. Yeah.
Hokkaido butter.
Hokkaido butter. Yeah.
Japan makes great mayonnaise. It makes great butter.
And their cheese, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, no, I did not have a chance to go to Hokkaido when I was in Japan, but I did try many of their delicacies.
So one of these days we should go to Japan and explicitly go to Hokkaido.
Just go to Hokkaido. Just go up north to Hokkaido. Why are you going to Hokkaido? I don't know. I think a volcano's erupting or something.
Honest,
If you get that reference, then you deserve like 10 points from me.
This reminds me of an Amy Pearl book, The Great Wave, where it's like, if you live in Edo, you have to deal with tsunamis. If you live in Hokkaido, you have to deal with volcanoes. Doesn't matter where you go. You gotta deal with
volcano. You gotta go to Hokkaido. It's like, why? I don't know. It's the same thing whenever a team wins in Los Angeles. You gotta get out of Los Angeles. Why? Well, we know why. It's gonna burn. No matter if they won or lost, it's gonna burn. So.
Oh yeah. Oh no. What's even worse is I think it was Philadelphia.
Don't even get started on what Philadelphia has done. Seriously. Like, what? Really, guys, you barely, if ever, you do win, and then when you do, it looked like a Category 5 cataclysm happened, both an earthquake and a tornado and a typhoon, and there's no water, or no body of water big enough near Philadelphia. I could be wrong. But I'm like, that much damage? Yeah, you're going to need a lot of water. Either or, I'm like, you know what? Fine. Well, we're in Hokkaido, and it's I don't know. I feel like it's proper though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So why are we in Hokkaido? Because we're here to discuss Tojima Tanzaburo wants to be a Kamen Rider, Episode 9. Show me your Kamen Rider.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah, I like when it's like it's a psychic manifestation of your energy, and because it appears to be a motorcyclist in a mask, we call it a Kamen Rider.
Oh man, I don't condone nerd violence. For one, it's really sad and pathetic.
Yeah.
But when it does happen, you just gotta sit back, grab yourself some snacks, and just enjoy the. I wouldn't call it carnage, more or less the hissy fit that's about to ensue.
You know what really bothers me about the Kamen Rider Amazon DVD? Sorry, not DVD, Blu-ray. Literally, the font that they used. It's the font from the remake. It's the font from the remake.
Well, I mean, they did that with the Sentai DVDs. It's like, instead of putting the actual title of the show, they just put Super Sentai, and then in a small little thing, it's the name of the show.
Yeah, and on the back it says, "Before there was Power Rangers, there was."
Yeah, there was Sanity. That's what was going on. But yeah, it just, I don't know. I don't know who was involved with production of these things.
Yeah.
But
and what's really funny is that you could tell that there was like changes in legal acquisitions and whatnot, because you notice that the first couple of seasons that they released of Super Sentai on DVD, they don't show the actual costumes of the Rangers. They show them in their civilian forms.
Yeah,
but then in later releases, they show their Ranger forms. And I'm thinking probably for legal reasons. Like, they can't have the actual Jew Ranger and Die Ranger costumes because we don't want people confusing this with actual Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Even though you have Super Sentai in big, bold letters.
Yeah, no, it's so dumb. But then again, it's like, I guess it's how someone put it to me. It's like a car from Toyota versus a car from Toyota in America. They're totally different. They're totally like the same name, different, same models, but different in so many ways. I'm like, no, I get it. I get it. But yes, who would I mean? What can we say about this show in general?
Well, I'll tell you what I can say about the episode specifically. It's a tournament arc.
Can we even call it a tournament? Because no, there's only 5. And if anything, we probably get like maybe 3 rounds out of it. It's not even a tournament at this point.
I mean, Duelist Kingdom was considered a tournament, and there were only 4 finalists.
Yeah, but they had to go through so many preliminaries. They had to go through so much bullshit just to get into the door.
Yeah, but again, the actual tourney, there was only 4 people. And I'm pretty sure there's other tournament arcs where it's like, yeah, like there's only like 4 people in the actual tournament. Oh, the preliminary tournament of power tournament. It was 3v3.
I don't give a shit about Super, so I never watched that.
You're not missing much.
No, I know I'm not missing much. I've said Super is so unnecessary, and even so, it's like, you know how people rag on GT about how stupid it is and how like it didn't get good until after, or like right when Baby came out, which was literally about like 40 or 50% of the show. It's like, yeah, so pretty much you're admitting that you hate Dragon Ball in general. You hate the kid years. You would rather see the Super Saiyan years over that.
Mm-hmm,
Which,
yeah.
why don't you just tell me I'm a fan of Naruto, but only Shippuden?
No. I'm a fan of Naruto, but only Boruto.
Like, I'm a fan, like, well, no one's a fan of Bleach. Let's just be honest. We are, but it's like, I'm not a fan of Bleach until we got to the Arankar. Fuck the Soul Reapers. I'm like,
oh no! I'll take it a step further. I like Bleach, but not until the Fullbring arc.
no, see the comparisons. You know, so many people say that the Soul Society was so it made no sense, and it was so. But then the Arankar showed up, and it's the exact same thing, except in Spanish.
Bad guys, and in Spanish and French, and no, the Spanish, and then Italian, and then French.
So it's like, yeah, you might as well just admit that you're just hopping on the train, you know, just because.
Oh, you mean like that one video with the tourism?
Well, tourists are going to be tourists. I don't go into that, but it's kind of like the whole thing of like jumping on something just because it's popular, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like, you're really not really in this, and okay, you know, that's why I'm like, fine. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, if you didn't care, I don't care, period. I don't care, period, about, you know, about Super and its power-ups, and it's unnecessary. It really is unnecessary.
Yeah,
But
you know what's a thing that like people get mad at me for saying? I could not get into what's it called? I could not get into Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched it for 13-ish episodes. It's like, okay, he ate 2 of the 10 fingers necessary to make the MacGuffin thing happen, but I could not get into it. I'm sorry. I tried.
I have not watched it, period. But you know, it's on my list. It's kind of like when people tell me if I've seen certain shows, I'm like, I have not seen Kaisen. I have not seen High School DxD. I have not seen.
Unfortunately, I did see High School DxD, and I need sulfuric acid to wash my eyes with.
I personally am like, I don't follow the trends. You know, if I'm aware of a show, then okay, it's on my quota, it's on my list. I'll take a look at it when I get
I
around.
still have not seen K-pop Demon Hunter.
I haven't seen it either. I have not, but you know, but I've heard the music. I walked into Walmart or a Target the other day, and I was like, wait, I've heard this music where, and then I heard it again, and I was hearing it at my job. Like, what is that? What is that song? I don't know. It's from K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm like, we're
Yeah, and
actually
unfortunately,
playing.
I've heard enough times that I'm actually annoyed by it.
I am just like, oh wow, this is actually all right, all right. So when people used to make fun of so and so for like listening to like anime music or music from another country, but now we're playing Korean music at the Target or at the.
Oh boy, do I have an anecdote for you.
I'm like, right on. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, no one can ever make fun of anyone's music choices ever again here because not only did I hear K-pop Demon Hunter on the music of Walmart and Target and at work, but also after that was Blink 182 and Paramore and all that stuff. I'm like, is my life a joke to you people?
Yeah, like honestly, I've heard Paramore enough times that I've lost my taste for Paramore, and I have physical CDs of all 6 albums.
Now my youth is considered old. Fine,
Yeah.
whatever.
Archaic.
At least I can go to the store and grab a box of cereal while listening to "Where Are You?" And I'm like, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, like low key at my job, I'm like singing in Japanese, like while I'm like crossing corridors and stuff. Like not super loud and obnoxiously, but just like low key. It's like Dare ni mo mirai dezu saku hana wa musho no ai. Or sometimes they go like super old school. Tobe tobe tataku sora wo yuke seirei jumpu.
Strange times we live in. Legitimately.
Yeah, and whoa, Mr. Kabuto, because obviously I'm not gonna use my real name. You know Japanese? I'm like, hey, ore,
Yeah.
Nihongo wo manabimashita. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, and for some reason, some people are even convinced I know French, even though literally the only thing I've ever said in French at my job was "No parle français," which literally means I do not speak French.
Either way. So, episode 9.
Yeah.
Again,
Tournament arc.
there is such a thing as like, why is this even a thing?
Yeah.
Why do we need a tournament arc? Are you trying? You're not.
Well,
This isn't a shonen anime. This is not a shonen.
not like one that's targeted towards a shonen audience.
No. Yeah. But but again, with this show, we just always have to like go down that road of what the fuckery, because we last left off where it was Eucharis is going against Tojima, and
things just get silly.
Put your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. Even before this, like who was gonna win, Tojima or Eucharis?
Like I said, it's gonna go one of two ways.
Remember, we actually have gotten some lore in this show about like how the shocker grunts are and how they work. So apparently, if you are a shocker grunt and you're, modified with either male or female, your strength has been multiplied by 2 originally from what it was that you had. So if you were a professional athlete or a wrestler, that would be impressive. That would be a massive front and impressive feat of power and strength.
And mind you, the first episode of Kamen Rider, after we were introduced to Ichimonji, Mari, Yuri, Michi, was literally an episode involving a wrestler who became a shocker combatant.
Yeah. But here in this, so if that's true, how the lore is, then that means it applies to anyone that they've used this on. So a typical average human being would probably be at least at a semi-professional athlete in terms of strength and speed. I'm not saying pro, I'm saying semi-pro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if a person like Tojima was transformed into a shocker grunt,
Oh man, can you
oh
imagine
no,
how heavy that would be?
he already could fight bears. Imagine what the hell he could do if he just had a shocker combatant upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Not a Kamen Rider, not a Kaijin. No. Just a grunt.
Grunt upgrade.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, he would literally be a Kamen Rider at that point. He would. I mean, imagine juicing him up already as a Kamen Rider. No.
Mm-hmm.
But so, what does that mean for Eucharist?
Well, like I said, there's one of two ways this is going to play out. And let me remind you of what my two predictions were, and we'll see if either one of them was the one that came true. So, scenario one, he gets overly excited because he's fighting against Shocker Combatant and then kicks her ass royally. And scenario two, because he's too much of a gentleman, he will go easy on her and she's going to win simply because he sandbagged himself. Did either of those two things happen? Yes.
A little bit of both, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because, well, that is a question. I'm like, well, if you're going to fight, then you're going to fight as you are. But again, Eucharist does not seem like a very athletic girl. Mm-hmm. She just is a normal girl. So I would imagine weight of 120, 130. Not that strong. And this guy could just by himself can literally hug a bear and make him cry uncle.
Yeah. Poor bear.
Oh boy. And I know a lot of people like, yeah, I know, guys, this is the voice actress of Jolene. I know. And she really does play it up. She really does.
I am the magical girl.
I'm like, yeah, Tojima literally requests that she like transforms. And I'm like, I would imagine, yeah, you should. Honestly, you should. I don't know if that power actually resides when you're not transformed, but yeah, she decides to play. She just decides to play into the whole bit of like, again. And a lot of people ask me, "Are you really trying to tell us that the Kamen Rider like introduced or made like magical girls a thing?" I never said that it was a magical girl, that they already existed. I'm talking about the pose and the transformations.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look at most older media, like I forget what was the name of the earliest magical girl, but she would just it would just happen, or she would just already be in the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
You can even say that Cutie Honey also had like some type of mold to that, because again, like doing the actual like the choker that she had, the pose, the pink cotton candy background, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the Kamen Rider, although he didn't do that, we kind of have had that happen before in Kamen Rider.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Easy Bake Oven versus the Mighty Max Monster Maker.
Look, we all know that the Easy Bake came out way before the Monster Maker, and the Easy Bake was far superior because you could actually eat what you make. You'll suffer third-degree burns, but I'm like, yeah, I told you the brownie is hot. Why are
It's
you?
frigid in the inside, but scalding hot on the outside.
Yeah. So don't. Besides, you could like, oh yeah, I could just make, yeah, you make your own toys. Good for you. Anyway, so yeah, you know what? Tojima just wants he just wants it really bad. Calm yourself.
Oh yeah, no, like when she transforms into a chakra combatant,
You
he
know,
made this face where he's biting his lip. It's like did
yeah.
Aaron McGruder draw that cell? Did that one frame? Did Aaron McGruder draw that?
Again, I've had many odd jobs or helped out a few times. Like I have a few lady friends who do certain performances, and I have seen that face before. It's not a malice. It's not it's kind of just like, it's more of an excitement type of thing. There's nothing else I could honestly attribute to it. It's just the raw adrenaline of excitement that something that you really want is going to happen. Not something is going to happen to you, but something will happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, no, I can kind of see how this could be memed later on in life,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine. But he is just like, I don't care about your theatrics. I don't care about, like, then why are you a Kamen Rider fan? That's my question. Like, you know how long it takes for a Kamen Rider to actually transform and do everything that they, like, seriously, the pose, the position, the jumping, and then the transformation, and then how long that takes. Oh, yeah. So I'm kind of shocked that he's actually giving her a hard time. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, okay, you want just a simple transformation? Fine. Okay, there you go. And I'm just like, you know what, baby? Do us all a favor. Do us all in Tokusatsu a favor. Kick his ass, because how dare you skip the transformation sequence? Mm-hmm. If the enemy has to sit through that, so do we. Yeah. We can't skip that. Mm-hmm. And again, hypocrisy. He said, skip it, transform. He actually gets in the pose and does the transformation. I'm like,
bruh,
I'm done. No. No, you cannot tell me, screw the magical girl pose, but I'm going to do my Henshin Kamen Rider pose because it's so get out. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Even the Ginyu Force literally were like, yeah, I know we're trying to knock on Sentai right now, but we're also going to knock on the Kamen Rider and on Sailor Moon all at the same time, which is pretty much all lumped in the same thing.
Yeah,
it's one thing when you're like, oh, that's stupid, but I'm like, but you're doing a pose or whatever from a different show, and that's not stupid.
You know, it's funny. I love that meme where it's like when the teacher tells you to get into groups of 5, and then it says girls, and it's like Sailor Moon, and it's like guys, and it's like the 5 Kamen Riders from the Pac-Man movie.
That's a good question. Girls get together, they think of Sailor Moon. What do modern day weebs think of? Because unless you're a Toko fan, I'm like, no, yeah, they're totally doing a Sentai team up or a Kamen Rider thing. But what's just modern day weeb? What's a group of 5 for modern day weebs?
I know that, like, if it was like late 90s, like, if anything, it would have
been the Power Rangers, obviously. But
no. If it was late 90s, it would have been what's it called? No, like Japanese late 90s. Then it would have been Gundam Wing. Let's be honest. It would have been Gundam Wing.
Let's be totally honest about Gundam Wing, okay? It was made for women.
It was.
It was made for women, okay?
Like, if the Backstreet Boys were space terrorists.
It literally was the Shoujo Gundam series. as someone from Japan has put it to me. Because I'm just like, oh my God. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely. It's like, well, so yeah. If G Gundam was Super Robo, like, you know, that level of BS, then Gundam Wing was the shoujo level of it. Because I'm like, every single guy is hot. They're all fighting for one girl. And of course, there has to be some, like, you know, some like very subtle boy on boy love or relationship drama.
You know,
Hence Wu Fei.
you know what's really interesting is finding out that there are certain Japanese individuals, Japanese anime fans in their late 20s. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, early 30s. I'm not even talking about like early 20s. No, late 20s who have never seen Gundam from before Gundam 00. So
No,
it's kind of it's a very like interesting situation you find yourself in when you, the American anime fan, is introducing a Japanese person to G Gundam, to Gundam Wing, to heck, even Gundam Seed. That one really hurts. It's like,
I know. It just is. It just is.
when Gundam Seed is considered retro Gundam anime.
Come on, we get fucking Death Note is now considered a retro anime.
No.
And I'm
I
like,
know.
fine, whatever. So yeah, anyway. So Tojima gets his request about the transformation, and I'm thinking, okay, hopefully I'm wrong about this. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully Eucharis actually does give him a fucking fight. No.
No. Let me. I'll describe this match.
I mean, she got a kick.
It's like if you ask me, it's like if you ask me, Mike, can you describe this fight in the form of one line of anime lyrics? I already know which anime and which opening and which line from that opening to use for this fight. One punch, because it literally just took one punch.
Yeah, right in the mouth. She literally bounced. And yeah, this could be considered, these hands are for everybody, and this punishment was domestic. Because yeah, she ate Earth really, really bad.
Yeah, but somehow a kiss from her blonde boo was everything she needed to full crazy diamond this back to health.
Mitsuba, the look on his face, seeing his, I'm guessing it's his wife. I don't recall them.
It's not clear if they're married yet.
I don't know. But the fact is that seeing her, like, just again, and just, yeah, he's giving that whole you know, if you know, you know, and if you live in California, you might know, you know, the whole the Aztec warrior holding his half-naked girlfriend as he's screaming to the heavens as why she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, I think she's dead. No, she's got a little bit more stamina than that. I mean, it's blinking. Her stamina is down to almost to 1. And I think she's okay. But with the power of a kiss. Yeah. Apparently it works.
Good grief.
Okay. Yeah, it works. And it just results in a 3-minute smooch session that
makes literally everyone uncomfortable.
Well, no, it's not uncomfortable. It's like, wow, we never see this in battle tournament arcs.
Mhm.
It's usually like people die, people get knocked out, or people get stuck in traps that they can't get out. Never do we get to see any love at all.
Like the closest we've ever seen was when Yukina shows up during Kuwabara's fight against Team Masho, and like just the fact that she's there cheering for him is enough for him to like suddenly heal up, get a second wind, and completely obliterate the captain of Team Masho, giving the team a win.
I mean, the closest of romance we ever got in a tournament arc would have to be, and again, this is stretching it, but it is actually a thing, is the infamous Goku Chi-Chi, like, romance that happened during their tournament arc back in the day. There was romance going on in that ring. There really was. Yeah, but it wasn't like this.
Mm-hmm.
Although, you know what? Just like in anything, we need to knock some common sense into this. So we decide again, these hands are for everyone. Mm-hmm. And a big bro just decides to punch the two lovebirds mid smooch.
I just remembered a particular episode of Outlaw Star where Fred. What's the dude's name, Fred? Not like the sponsor dude. It's Fred. Like, yeah, okay. Making sure it's not the little kid. Yeah. So like Fred unintentionally promised this one girl that he'll marry her if she wins 5 consecutive championships at this like competition, and like so she started bodybuilding in preparation, and she's won 4 of those championships already.
It's kind of like to sum it up for all that don't know, this woman was a dainty little thing, but okay, let me put it to you modern way. Do you guys remember how you all know Ronda? Not is it? No. I'm about to say the wrong name. What is the name of the very, very popular female wrestler right now? Who is no, she's American or Australian, I think. But she like just the goth Dommy mommy, as everyone calls her. I was about to say Ronda Rousey. It's not Ronda Rousey.
No.
It's God damn it.
Yeah, like I almost had it. You
know who I mean, right? I'm like, why don't I know? Again, I don't watch wrestling, so I don't fucking know. But I'm like, she's everywhere. It's like, why the hell do I not know?
Rhea Ripley.
That's it. Okay, so imagine, you've seen the before and after photos of Miss Ripley, right? Like, how she was when she first started as opposed to now. That's literally what the episode of Outlaw Star was. This young, very cute girl turns into that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying no to that. Okay, I'm not. But again, this is Japan. And again, this is the 90s, the late 2000s. So we used to, people, if they still do, and fuck them, they used to make fun of China in wrestling when China was actually not only a badass, but actually a very gorgeous woman. So take that for what you will. If Miss Ripley was back then, she would have been in the same category. But times have changed.
Yeah, and in regards to Buddy Matthews, it should have been me.
Yeah, no. Every time she pins somebody, I'm like, I offer myself as tribute. Anyway,
but for real though, Buddy Matthews, if you're watching this, it should have been me, not you. I'm just kidding.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's pretty much the premise of that, and that's What I would have wanted for our sweet little Yuka here, but sadly, no. She is now comatose.
Yeah.
Oh, this poor child.
But now we're here for the fight that we've been waiting for.
Yeah, we're finally gonna get down to big bro, little bro. I'm gonna sit on your head and fart on it action. Which again, I'm like, you know what? Out of these two, I really, I'm like, I want Mitsuba to win. I don't want his brother to win. His brother just rubs me the wrong way. He is such a fucking tool. Like, in no way, like I said in the last review, in no way does he embody V3, and no way does he embody any Kamen Rider. In fact, you know what? He would mostly fall under the category of Black, of just how edgy he's trying to be. But
trying.
But even so, even though Black might be like the edgy, dark version of Ichigo, I debate that. At least Kotaro was a good guy and a sweet kid to everybody. He wasn't a fucking asshole. This guy, I'm like, you know what you're giving off? You're giving off fucking Kaiza vibes. That's what you're giving off. You are not V3. You are giving off fucking Kaiza vibes. Just like how like your superiority and everything like that. And I'm like, Mitsuba, kick his ass. Kick his ass. I want you to fucking destroy him. So what does he do? He strips down to his MeUndies. As to why?
Oh yeah, and then even Yuriko gets thirsty for a second.
You know what? I give it to her. She is a woman, as I am a man. All right. If I were to see something like, I'm like, no, I'm not looking. I might give a side glance, but at least I'm like, no, I know. And who knew Homeboy was jacked under there?
Yeah, no, it's what we call it's what is called in the gym world the sleeper bod.
Yeah, again, it's like, it's like, oh, he doesn't have much of anything. It's like, you know what? You can say that, but I promise you, there's something concealed under there, okay?
Yeah. So yeah, no, like the way the sleeper bod works is it's like when your muscles are fully relaxed, your arms, shoulders, and even legs, sometimes your legs too, look hella scrawny. Like mine, But the thing is, despite how scrawny they look, like bro can actually jack freaking like you could lat pull down above 200 and do 10 reps and not get tired. Like you see like these big like bulky dudes and they're like trying to do above 200 but I just like sit down. I'm like
they're
I keep a straight face and they're like, how is this chubby guy with skinny arms pulling it off? And he's like not even getting tired. You know why I'm not getting tired? Because I'm not using it in proper form. Like and that's part of the issue. Because like these guys, it's like they're like all the way back here when they're supposed to be upright. And also like another mistake people do is like they do this. No, you just go as low as you can go while keeping your back straight, while keeping your arms straight. Your forearm needs to be straight down. That's right. I'm teaching you guys how to do all that pull down properly. And yeah, like it's not about bringing the bar down to your chest. It's about squeezing your shoulder blades as far back as they can go. That's the goal here. It's a lat pull down. You're not doing rows. And yeah, because my form's not compromised, guess what? I'm not as exhausted as you are. And yeah, no, it's like, and like I could even like deadlift like freaking above 240. And I don't mean that's like a one hit and not as like a one rep max. I mean like I'm doing stamina reps. Not strength, not power, stamina. And you know why? Because I got good form. It's always about the form. Like, you are so quick to firebend, you forget. You first have to learn how to earthbend. But yeah, sleeper bod. And so I feel represented by this character.
I mean, bless his heart for what he's planning to do. And I'm like, wait, that's an Akido uniform. Oh, man. Look, a certain individual who I will not name has just taken the name of Akido and just soured it for me because obviously...
For a lot of people. Even people in the world of Akido.
Yeah. So to see the actual martial art of Akido being used here, which for those who don't know, Akido is just the form of defense and disarming your opponent. Let's make that very clear. It is not the Swiss Army knife of martial arts.
Yeah, no, like the basic thing is just like Aikido is basically just redirect the movement of your opponent. Like they're moving it
their own strength against them, pretty much.
Exactly. Yeah, like honestly, like if you categorize every martial art into like earthbending, firebending, waterbending, airbending, like based on like which mechanics are the ones being most focused on, Aikido would be in the realm of airbending. It's all about weaving, and redirecting.
Yeah, and who knew that it would actually... I mean, I know nothing about Rider Man or B3 yet, but it's like, did they ever use Aikido in any of their... I don't think so. Well, most of the...
most Kamen Riders don't really use any defined martial arts form. Now, Super 1 is really weird because it's like he wears a karate gi. He trains at a dojo where everyone else uses karate gis, but they clearly state that he's using some form of Shaolin. But the thing is, it feel like the specific techniques used, they don't seem like either karate or Shaolin. It's like, yes, like you have to like understand like energy flow and like pairing, hue butting, but the thing is, it's like but then it's like your fighting style, if anything, is closer to Kali or Penjat Silat than it is to Shaolin. And even then, I would say loosely.
Either or, because, I mean, obviously Mitsuba is using an actual form of martial arts, where his brother just seems to be repeating the moves that he saw on TV.
Yeah.
So again, take for what you will. There is a level of professionalism and unprofessionalism in this fight. It all just kind of boils down to like, so his bro comes in and charges him, and he uses the Aikido to like use his own momentum to fuck with him and cause him damage, which he does. And I mean, this fight actually did like make me think, oh, maybe his brother actually does know what the hell he's doing. Because the majority of the time, as I've said, I've never really liked this character. He's always just talking and never really making like the point across of anything. He is literally just an asshole through and through. Yeah. But seeing him fight against his own brother, and then also the homages that we get also to Rider Man and B3, a spoiler alert if you've never seen B3 or Rider Man, they actually even like confess like how the Rider Man died.
Yeah,
in that.
we talked about it briefly when we discussed Kamen Rider X.
I'm
But
just like,
we didn't go too far into it, but it's like,
you
oh, he's
guys
an
are
honorary
assholes.
fourth rider.
You're spoiling us. You're spoiling a 50-year-old show by this point. I'm like, yeah. Why haven't you watched it?
Yeah, I mean, look, like you can't call it spoilers when V3 is this is Amazon, but V3 is literally available on Blu-ray. Ironically, you could buy it on Amazon.com.
Although, yeah, but I'm like, yeah, well, okay. I'll see if I can
Heck,
get it.
I bought Amazon on Amazon.
It is actually entertaining seeing this fight because, again, we did see like an episode or two ago of how Ichiro treats Motsuba, and it's like, you know what? You really need to get your ass kicked, Ichi. You really fucking do.
Yeah.
But
like the first time we saw it, it's basically like Full Metal Alchemist. Toku, toku, da 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 da.
I just kind of asked the question: what does Ichi mean when he says he's going beyond V3?
Are you saying your name's gonna be V2 now?
Like what does that mean? What do you mean you're going beyond V3? Like what? What? Like you're gonna go into X? Are you gonna? What exactly does that mean? Because
here's the thing: between V3 and X, there is W. VWX.
Yeah. I just kind of, I'm like, because, we have this whole moment where Mitsuba actually pins his bro down, holds him down in a lockdown, and we're like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Apparently, during the fight, we decide we're going Super Saiyan. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, they have Aura.
We have the dramatic aura building up. We have the yelling for a solid 2 minutes, and it sounds like you're like you just got done eating Taco Bell late at night. And then one aura's red, the other's blue. So I'm like, which instinct is this? I don't know, but Tojima decides to get involved and freak Yuriko out. I'm like, why are you guys going Super Saiyan? That's the wrong show. Because it's manly men fighting and proving whose fandom is better. Oh. I cringe, but at the same time, I show respect to these two. I'm like, you know what? This is nerd violence, but there is such passion here. There is so much that, I will not lose, even if it means I must tear the clothes off my body just to beat you. I don't know why Mitsuba does that. He literally just strips down to his MeUndies and actually gives a rider kick.
Yeah.
And beats his brother, thankfully. Oh, that was so satisfying.
Oh, yeah.
That
it made me...
That was, oh God, that was just so fucking good. I'm like, yeah, we didn't get much with Tojima, which obviously we knew that. But between these two, I'm like, I hope that Ichi does not win here. I want Motsuba to kick his ass, and he did. And I'm like, yeah, I'm also it kind of was bullshit, like the whole time that they're fighting, like they're referencing the show, and it's like, you can't beat me because Rider Man actually dies in the show. I'm like, spoilers, like we said. But I'm like, yeah, but you do know that Rider Man actually did that to sacrifice him, just like Tackle did. So you can't look at Tackle, you can't look at Rider Man and be like, oh, because they didn't survive, like that's so bullshit. They went out like badasses. So stuck on that, Ichi. So I'm guessing you're not gonna fight Tojima now because you got eliminated. All right, fine. That's good. I seriously think Tojima would have killed you anyway. But we finally just leave off where it now comes up to Tojima versus Ruriko. It's the Kamen Rider versus Tackle.
The one we really wanted to see.
Yeah, the one we really want to see because, and of course we leave off for next week. Next week is the decisive battle between the nerds, and the damn good one by the looks of it. The preview actually makes it look like, whoa, you guys are really going to kill each other here. I'm excited. I want to know because I'm like, wait. So you guys are actually fighting. All right. God damn it. I don't know what's going to happen here. I really don't. I really don't know what's going to happen. Two devout nerds are actually going to fight. This is going to be good. But that's it for Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider episode 9. Show me your Kamen Rider. And we really got a lot of JoJo, a lot of Persona in this episode. With the fighting spirit and supposedly the Kamen Rider stances between Ichi and Motsuba, and it may continue with Tojima and Ruriko. Can you just imagine if they did that, like in this show, where like they had like a JoJo or a Persona level, like the Kamen Rider or the person shows up behind them as they fight, like having some type of ability, but then again, that would be too much like Diamond is Unbreakable. It was entertaining. I did like it. I actually was happy with the outcome. I was like, yes, Mitsuba, you totally deserve to kick his ass. Although I really did hope that Eucharist was actually more like taking this serious than what he is. That's just me. Although I want to see what Ruriko is gonna do next week. That is what got me hooked.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
Same.
This episode was a 9 just because of like the character building and like obviously the outcome of it. If Ichi would have won, I would have knocked it down at least a 1.5 points.
Yeah. Honestly, like, while he may look the coolest, he's more or less our least favorite character, let's be honest.
He is not cool.
Like, honestly, he is high-key that closeted Power Rangers fan who's like, well, I'm 10 now, so Power Rangers is for babies. But like public says, anyone who likes Power Rangers is a little baby because like Power Rangers for babies. But then like secretly still wakes up at 7 a.m. on Saturday to watch Wild Force. You're not gonna admit it to anyone publicly online, but let's be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Like, you know who you are.
Yeah, well, I know a couple of them by name.
Yeah, I know one specific individual, and yes, when I think about this particular type of person, I use that person's face as like the placeholder. So, and it's not to call that person out. I'm calling out everyone who exhibits that behavior. But yeah, no, it's like, yeah, bro. It's like, bro, like the only like you're a dork as much as everyone else is. The only difference is that you're being a jerk about it while everyone else isn't. Yeah.
Anyway, what do the people have to say? If we've
Apparently the people are taking a nap today, and rightfully so, because it is getting late, and it's like we just got back from Thanksgiving. I totally get it. Me, I should be napping myself, but alas, I'm wide awake because we love you guys, and we always want to do these podcasts for you guys. And yeah, later, if you enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon, stay notified for our latest videos. We do Tojima Tanzaboro wants to be a Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider Black, Kamen Rider Z, number 1 Sentai Gojuger, and Ultraman Omega. Yeah, we're halfway done. We're more than halfway done with Kamen Rider Black. We got 26 episodes and a movie done, so that just leaves 25 to go and a movie. So yeah, another 4 episodes to go, and then another 5, and we're done with an arc. Then another 3, and then another movie. And then I forgot how we break it down from there, but there's 51 episodes. Like, god damn it. Yeah. But we're only doing 3 episodes for the last bit, so, it is what it is. Ugh. Yeah. And definitely check out our convention interviews. 2 of them are uploaded. Because we love you guys. And of course, check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we have vlogs and interviews uploaded. Most recently, we upload our interview with Suzanne Blakesley, who played a fairly odd godmother, and our vlog from our experience at Billy Idol's It's a Nice Day to Tour Again concert. We were at the final show. It was a banger. We loved it. And the next vlog, hopefully we will upload it before school's out. Yeah, that's our hint for you guys. And if you want to say hi to us in person, we'll be at the Pasadena Convention Center on January 25th for Pasadena Comic Con and August 28th through the 30th for Power Morphicon. And that's pretty much it as far as news goes. Check out our personal content. We're both on Instagram. Check us out. Until next time, we hope you have sweet dreams because they're made of these. Hopefully the nightmares don't show up. And, if you want to be a Kamen Rider, just dream into it, Because I'm still dancing. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.